Hi guys, this is Marla. I'm going to be doing a very quick overview of dimensional analysis. I know for the OB folks you have a med math test coming up. I'm strictly going to be covering the calculations portion in this tutorial. The actual medications, you can review the other material that's been posted by Marisol. Okay, so let's begin. The key to getting 100% on the math portion test, the pharmacology test questions as far as med calculations, is to follow these steps which I'm going to share with you. The first one is get out the book, dimensional analysis book. If you haven't opened it already, open up the plastic, get your CD out in the back. You see mine is already empty because I took the CD out, stuck the CD in my computer and listened to the tutorial. Yes, it takes some time. If you haven't done it already, I highly recommend it because it breaks down how to analyze and complete all of the different types of test questions that you will typically see on these med math questions, and they will continue to be with you right through the end of the program and into nursing. So you need to get this down. That's step one. Step two, when you're approaching the actual test, when you have the test in your hand and you're wondering, you're reading through the paragraph, the place to start is with the answer. And what I mean by that is they'll be asking you, what for mils per hour or how many mils to achieve this. That is your X. That's your starting point. And then thirdly, the conversion factors. I find that it works really well for me to write the conversion factors down immediately. As soon as they hand me the test, I write them down just to get them out of my head, and it helps to visualize them so that if I need to flip them to get to the right answer that I'm calculating for, it's right there and I'm not trying to do it all in my head. Okay, so let's do some actual practice questions. I'm not going to go into the basics of fractions. That's what the CD's for. This tutorial is just actually doing some real questions, and I'm doing them on the fly. And I apologize in advance if this video is rough. I'm literally trying to do it in one take and just be done because I've got stuff to study myself. Okay, so starting, and I have the 4th edition of the Dimensional Analysis book on page 109. Let's do number 2, page 109. It's right at the top. And I see that they're asking for how many mils is needed for the dosage ordered. I don't even go into looking at the label. I just know, okay, my starting point is how many mils needed. And I write that down. X equals mils. That's my starting point. Then I look for, because I want to ultimately have my answer in mils. So I look and see, where do I have mils? Oh, right there on the label. It says 2 mils, or 20 milligrams per every 2 mils. I'm not going to write it 20 milligrams per mil. I'm going to flip it over so that the mils are on the top right from the get-go. So that's 2 mils per 20 milligrams. Okay, now I'm making progress. I've got mils, but I need to get rid of these milligrams. How do I do it? Where do I see milligrams? Oh, right there in the order. Okay. 10 milligrams, boom, units cancel out. Now it's just a matter of doing the math. And when I do my math, I do it the same every single time. Even if it's a super basic one like this, I still do it because you never know, you're in a test or you're actually calculating something for a patient. You need to do it with the calculator and not do it in your head so that you're consistent and you always get it right. Okay, so 2 times 10 divided by 20. I need glasses. So X equals 1 ml. Let me check and see if I'm on point. I think it was page 121. 121. I'm checking the answer for number 2. Yeah, 1 mil. Nice. Get these down because these dimensional analysis questions, you're going to see them in neuro and psych, OB, PEEPs. And these are all freebies. Once you have this dimensional analysis down pat, that's like free money for you on the tests. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do Let's go right to page 121. That way we can just look down at the answer. For number 39, let's do number 39. And again, I start with the same process. What is it that they're looking for? They're asking for how many mils. That is my starting point. That's what I'm going to write down. And I'm just going to solve for my starting point. So x equals mils. All right. This is number 39. Where do I see mils? There we go. It's a 1 mil vial, 30 milligrams. So equals mil. I'm not going to write the 1. 30 milligrams. All right, I'm making progress. I got to get rid of these milligrams. How am I going to do that? Oh, right there. Times 15 milligrams. Boom, do the math. Okay. That one. Let's be consistent. No, I'm not going to text somebody. All right. 15 divided by 30. Okay, 0.5. Let's check and see if my answer is correct and verify the units that they wanted. Yes. 39 is in fact 0.5 mils. Yes, another freebie. Cha-ching. Okay. Those are basic. So let's do something a little bit more involved. On page 169, that's page 169. All right, let's pick something a little bit more complicated. Number 7, we got to use some conversion factors. All right, now I'm doing number 7, but again, I go back and it says express answers, mil answers to the nearest tenth. So x equals mils. Okay. All right. Number 7, it says 1.5 mils, 500 micrograms. All right. 1.5 mils per 500 micrograms. And this again is why you write down your conversion factors right away. I know to get rid of my micrograms, I'm going to be using this conversion factor. So frankly, I know that I can throw that bad boy in right now. 1,000 micrograms. Get rid of those units per 1 milligram. All right. And then I see that the dosage is ordered in milligrams. Times 0.75 milligrams for the dose. Nice. All my units are canceled out. All I need to do now is do the math, pay the lady, get my free point. Alright, so that was 1.5. Yeah. I need new glasses. Times 1,000 times 0.75. Always do it across, then do the bottom. That way you're not bouncing around. Just be consistent. Divided by 500. 2.25. Let me see if I am right. And it's mils. Don't be neater than me. Alright, and that's number 7, 2.25. Yep, they rounded it to 2.3 because it's true. They asked for the nearest tenth. That rounds to 2.3 mils. X is your answer. I've done the math. I've been consistent. My patient's safe. Okay, let's do another one. Page 235. And this one's a little bit more complicated because it has some extraneous information in there. Sometimes you're going to have to use your noggin and weed out the extraneous information. But if you follow the same pattern, you should be able to disregard that information that is really just there to throw you off. Not intentionally, it's just that's the way nursing is. Sometimes you're just going to have to, all right, that's not relevant to the calculation. I know that I need to infuse this, but right now just to calculate the rate, I need a certain amount of information. So page 235, let's do number 10. Medication volume of 50 mils to infuse at 20 mils per hour, blah, blah, blah. Go back to the beginning. What are they asking for? The rate in drops per minute. I don't really care about all that verbiage. I'm going to start with the answer because I want that point. I don't want to get lost in this mumbo jumbo. I'm going to start right there in drops per minute and follow the units to get to my answer. Where do I see drops per minute on number 10? Oh, sweet, right there. 20 drops per mil. Okay, pen, don't die on me now. I really don't. Okay, we're going to purple. 20 mils. Oh, sorry, drops per mil. All right, we're getting there. We need to get rid of these mils. All right, well, wait a minute. Now, if you look at number 10, you see 50 mils, volume to infuse, and also 20 mils per hour. Do you throw it in there twice? No. Think about the question. They're asking you drops per minute. What's the rate? So, yeah, we're going to be infusing 50 mils, but once that's done, it's just a volume. We're trying to find out how fast we're going to be infusing that quantity. So we don't put that 50 mils into the question. We just look at 20 mils per hour. All right, so we want to get rid of these mils down here. So I follow the units, and I put my 20 mils per hour. All right, I'm getting closer. I've got now drops per hour, GTD per hour, but I want minutes. So again, my conversion factor, which I wrote down before, 1 hour, 60 minutes. Yay! Mission accomplished. I've gotten rid of all those units that I do not need. Now it's just a matter of doing the math, being consistent. 20 times 20 divided by 60. Paid ladies 6.6, blah, 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 which rounds to 7 drops per minute. Give me my point. Did I get it right? That would be really embarrassing. Number 10. Yes, scored. Drops per minute. Okay, so you get the general pattern of how to approach these problems. So they're not a problem anymore, and you can ace the dimensional analysis portion of the test. So please verify. Frankly, I'm not sure if you guys are going to have medications and the med calculations on the same test or if you're going to have them separate, but this is covering the dimensional analysis portion. I expect that you guys should ace this. If you have any specific questions that you'd like me to demonstrate from the book, please put the page number and the question number on the Facebook, and I will put it up here and work through it and show you how I got the answer. Okay, thanks guys.